the two like a young O'Shea with an AK.
Okay, don't you tell these motherfuckers that my name is O'Shea.
It's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hip hop superstar, icon, legend, philanthropist, whatever you want to call him, 50 Cent tells the real reason why he does not like Rick Ross, never will like Rick Ross, and the real reason why he always clowns Rick Ross. And he goes on the Gillie the Kid and Wallow show explaining all these details. Now, as we all know, 50 Cent and Rick Ross have not liked each other for a long time. I probably say since 07, 08, these two have had a real problem with each other. 50 Cent has been calling out Rick Ross, talking about his music and how he's a CEO or was a CEO, and how can he be this super dope drug dealing boss when he was a CEO helping lock folks up and keep folks down while he was in prison. 50 Cent has continued to clown him every mistake along the way Rick Ross makes. 50 Cent's there to clown. When his album sold 6,000 units with Meek Mill, 50 Cent was right there to clown. Now, on the flip side of that, Rick Ross does the same thing. He does not like 50 Cent over the whole issues that 50 Cent has with him. And Rick Ross goes to his Instagram and clowns 50 Cent every time 50 has a setback, whether it's financial, whether 50 Cent loses another woman. It does not matter. Rick Ross is going to clown him. So these two have been going at it for a long time. We're in a recent interview, really recent interview, like today type recent, 50 Cent talks about the real reason why he does not like Rick Ross, never will, to Gillie the Kid. Let's take a look at this clip from 50 Cent.
I swear to you, right? Nothing else works for him outside of mentioning me. When things get bad, you mention me. It gets covered for it. You see TMZ as a 50 Cent said this is going to be bad for Irv Gotti's career. I get covered across the board. They get covered on the hip-hop blogs.
All right, so 50 Cent says the real reason Rick Ross talks about him is because it gets national coverage. So that way, it's not hip-hop news, it's national news if 50 Cent responds or 50 Cent says something. So that's the reason Rick Ross likes to say stuff, is because it keeps his name in the national spotlight. Let's tune back in.
It is what it is. Yeah. And you watch, because I have nothing else to say. You just see it happen periodically as it goes. You know, you see that big white elephant, that property he lives at? It costs more than the nightclubs. He's in the nightclubs. We know what they can give you. They can't pay you more than they can pay you because the room can't hold enough people for them to give you the money to stay there.
All right, so 50 Cent's also clowning Rick Ross, saying that his checks ain't what they saying is because there's not that many people that go to the show, so they can't pay you what you claiming that they pay you just because there's nobody there. Let's tune back in.
You can stay until we a squatter, holding on to the leg of the chair that they move. But that's what it is. It's just a part of presentation. Yeah. Come on, bro. You can see this. You don't need me to say that you know this. Yeah. Look at it. What kind of rich nigga cut his own grass? Why you out there cutting your own grass? You trying to save money, nigga?
Now, 50 Cent's clowning Rick Ross. Now, Rick Ross says he's one of those dudes that likes to cut his own grass. I can respect that if that's what you're into. A lot of people like doing yard work. Rick Ross does have the promised land. That's a big piece of grass that he's got to cut. But at the same time, it's his yard. If he wants to do it, that's on him. Let's tune back in.
You don't want to pay for the lawn to get cut, huh?
They really be wanting you to lose like he just bought the Holyfield mansion. Damn. He bought a jet. Damn. Oh no, 4th annual car show. Damn. I just seen a clip of the Wallow show where he was interviewing 50 Cent and the other little dude asked him a question, small talk. But really, the question that should have been asked was, you jumped out there during the beef, the West Coast versus the Canadian, and I thought Dr. Dre put you on. I thought Dr. Dre was the set. I thought you was loyal to Dr. Dre. You mean you went with the Canadian over Dr. Dre? Who you say changed your life? I ain't know. I thought loyalty. But you did shut the fuck up once the Canadian took the L. You got totally quiet. You did. So, since these niggas count my pockets, I'm gonna let them know my next move. My next move finna be Thriller in Manila 3. Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield 3. Once Tyson knock out Jake Paul, I'm gonna get Tyson and Holyfield a fight in my front yard. I'm gonna put a ring right there. And it's gonna go down in my front yard. I want the judges to be Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, academics. You hear me? The ring gonna be right there at the promised land. Thriller in Manila, the biggest.
All right, nation, there you have it. You got 50 Cent clowning Rick Ross, talking about he can't even afford anybody to cut his yard. He says all of the stuff that's on his property is leased, and he's saying that all of that stuff was given to him as gifts, as payment. So it wasn't. It's like being rented out to him or leased, so he can show off this beautiful piece of land that he has. He said all of this stuff is a facade from Rick Ross. So I don't know how true that is, but hey, 50 Cent's been hating Rick Ross for a long time. Rick Ross has been hating 50 Cent for a long time. So, hey, who knows what dirt they got on each other. But I like what 50 Cent was saying here. Hey, he didn't get too disrespectful because we know last week he was clowning Irv Gotti for having a stroke. So he didn't go that far with it today, but he is clowning Rick Ross, basically saying that, hey, this dude is a whole facade. He says he will never like him. And, hey, that is what it is. Nation, what do you think about 50 Cent's comments on Rick Ross? Do you think this beef will ever get squashed between Rick Ross and 50 Cent? Nation, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Hey.
O'Shea and I have been kicking it strong for a minute now. O'Shea doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. O'Shea is a professional model.
Attitude like a young O'Shea with an AK.
Okay, don't you tell these motherfuckers that my name is O'Shea.